Today, I want to share with you all a rema that blessed me so much. I hope it will also bless you all. There was a certain rich man who was clothed in purple and fine linen and fed sumptuously every day. But there was a certain beggar named Lazarus, full of sores, who was laid at his gate, desiring to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table. Moreover, the dogs came and licked his sores. So it was that the beggar died and was carried by the angels to Abraham's bosom. The rich man also died and was buried. And being in torment in Hades, he lifted up his eyes and saw Abraham afar off, and Lazarus in his bosom. Then he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me and send Lazarus, that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame. But Abraham said, Son, remember that in your lifetime you received your good things, and likewise Lazarus evil things. But now he is comforted, and you are tormented. And besides all this, between us and you there's a great gulf fixed, so that those who want to pass from here to you cannot, nor can those from there pass to us. Then he said, I beg you therefore, Father, that you will send him to my father's house, for I have 5 brothers, that he may testify to them, lest they also come to this place of torment. Abraham said to him, They have Moses and the prophets, let them hear them. And he said, No, Father Abraham, but if one goes to them from the dead, they will repent. But he said to him, If they do not hear Moses and the prophets, neither will they be persuaded, though one rise from the dead. We are also familiar with the story of the rich man and Lazarus. But as it is with every message we hear, the cares and worries of this world sweep them to the side. It's so very easy to see this story just from the prism of how rich people see the poor. After all, how does it make sense that this rich man saw the beggar with sores on a daily basis as he went past his gate and was not moved to do something about his condition? Imagine the beauty and splendor of the rich man's mansion and juxtapose this against the ugliness of this sore-ridden beggar. There's definitely something wrong with this picture. But the rich man didn't care. He couldn't be bothered to upgrade, enhance, or be a destiny helper to this poor man. So at least in doing that, the entrance to his compound wouldn't be a sight for sore eyes. He had probably sympathized with him at some point. But sympathy not backed by action is acting. Sympathy that is not pocket deep is not heart deep. Anyone can sympathize with you, but not everyone has sympathy for you. Maybe he had given him a few things here and there, but as most of us are wont to do, he said, I beg no be me born am. For how long will I continue to sustain him? This is the question most of us ask ourselves when faced with the prospect of rendering help to the same person over and over again. We are simply tired of giving and being our brother's keeper. This is the story of our world today. The gap between the rich and poor is getting wider by the day. People are desperately trying to hold on to what they have and have this attitude of not being sure when or where the next one will come. We say we are Christians and say God is the source of all we have, but we don't really believe it. At least our actions don't show that we do. Do you know that when God blesses you, He seldom has you in mind? The reason why God hasn't sent anything to some of us is because He knows He can't get nothing through us. If God can get it through you, He will send it to you. As God blesses us, He always provides an avenue for us to be a blessing to others. God does not mind you being a channel through which the water flows, and He doesn't mind your roots being watered as the water passes by. But He doesn't want you to be a dam or reservoir where the water is trapped or won't flow through to others down the road. Stop building dams around you to stop God's blessings from flowing through you. Stop being a stumbling block to another person's blessings. God has provided for all your needs according to His riches in glory. He's a God of abundance and is our shepherd. So why should we want? He doesn't spend out of a deficit or worry about balancing any budget. He doesn't need to borrow from the IMF or the World Bank. He just calls forth whatever he wants or needs. Nigeria is in debt because we have a president who can say, come forth. And even if he says it, nothing will come forth. Hence, he goes a borrowing like every other world leader. He who goes a borrowing goes a sorrowing. The God I serve has enough to take care of you, me, and everyone else, world without end. So why trap his blessings in your piggy bank? Do you know that the trials some people are going through are not to test them, but to test those of us around them? We have such people around us, either as family members, friends, work colleagues, church members, or just the Lazarus by your gates. An all-knowing God has placed a Lazarus at your doorstep. Lazarus is not only a test, but Lazarus is also an opportunity. Embrace Lazarus, then God knows he can trust you with more blessings. Who or what is at your gate today that you are ignoring and pretending not to see? Is it a destitute relative that you are ashamed of? Is it a classmate that you feel is not on the same level with you? Is it a sick relative or friend that you see but don't see? Use your money, power, and influence wisely and positively here on earth, as this is the only place they are useful. They won't count in heaven or hell. Imagine this rich man was still trying to get Lazarus to come from heaven to go on errands for him in hell. The same Lazarus he despised is who he wanted to wet his sore reading fingers in water so as to quench his thirst. He also wanted Lazarus to go and warn his brothers to repent. But again, his power, money, and influence failed him in hell. The only hell a Christian will ever experience is here on earth. But hell is a place of eternity for those who reject God. What's at your gate? Is it an opportunity to be saved or to save someone? The same Lazarus who couldn't afford a crumb in life was provided an angelic escort to Abraham's bosom in heaven. What of the rich man? He died and was buried, and without the fanfare and ceremony he was used to in life, he went to hell. What of you? Who or what is at your gates? Are you ignoring this message of salvation, or are you ignoring the Lazarus in your life? May God help us all to do what's right. God bless you all.